It's 8:32 right now, and a 15-year-old boy is behind bars this morning, charged in a fatal shooting in the Bronx.
And while the city sees a slight decline in opioid-related deaths, numbers in the Bronx still outpace the rest of the city. So there's that to talk about, plus more on what she's doing to combat these public safety issues. Bronx Borough President Vanessa Gibson joining us now. So great to see you here this morning.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Let's talk about the teen arrested for the fatal shooting in Melrose last week. You know, that is one thing, but is this rise in gun violence that's attributed to youth, specifically in the Bronx, right? So how are you going after that section of it, right? There's the gun violence overall, but now there's youth.
So we've been working very closely with a lot of our anti-gun violence organizations in the South Bronx, SOS, Guns Down, Life Up, targeting young people for a reason, bringing them in spaces where they feel comfortable talking about the issues they're facing. A lot of it involves around disputes that turn violent, the availability of weapons, and in this particular area in public housing, we're working with a lot of the credible messengers that are in NYCHA because we realize that sometimes there are developments that are ongoing feuds that are happening from one development to another. So this particular case in St. Mary's Park houses, we believe there was some sort of a dispute that started in a stairwell on one of the upper floors, and I'm so thankful that people called 911, but unfortunately this young man did not make it, and a teenager is arrested as a result of that. So it always is a highlight that more work must be done, and we are not going to stop our efforts.
Yeah, another public safety issue is the opioid epidemic. I mean, the numbers are down across the city, but in the Bronx, it's still going up. What are you doing there?
We saw the data released last week from DOHMH, and we were also able to work with New York City Health and Hospitals at Lincoln. We made a $6 million announcement with Speaker Carl Hastie and Assemblymember Amanda Septimo, and we're building out a brand new opioid recovery and bridge clinic within Lincoln Hospital to streamline all the existing services and to make sure they are wraparound services, trauma-informed care, harm reduction services, and drug treatment programs. We want to make sure that we reach clients where they are and we understand their needs, because it's not just dealing with an addiction, it's housing, it's workforce development, it's jobs, it's so many programs that many clients are struggling to get. And so putting all of these services together in one location, referrals from the emergency room, right in the heart of the South Bronx, is where we believe we would be able to attack a lot of this issues around opioid.
Yeah, more than just a handout, it's a handout.
Correct.
Yeah. Keep us posted on that. I want to talk about the Cross Bronx, because you are looking to reimagine the Cross Bronx, which I think for so many is like, okay, what's taking so long? And how do you do it, right? So what's the CAP?
So the CAP is a platform that will be placed along the Cross Bronx, over the Cross Bronx Expressway, that would cover the highway. And we would allow greenery, we would grow trees, we would have open space. So we're working with DOT and many credible messengers. We're looking at 13 different parts of the Cross Bronx. That would, again, address a lot of issues: high asthma rates, residential communities that were divided. We want to make sure that the children, families that live around, we're going to upgrade the playgrounds around the Cross Bronx. We're looking at really making sure that we have a lot of ongoing visioning sessions on the ground. We have a $2 million grant from the U.S. Department of Transportation. And I want to recognize incredible partners like Nilka Martel at Loving the Bronx that started this idea back in 2016. It's very ambitious, but it's absolutely possible to really address health equity and health justice.
Is it making the Cross Bronx kind of like a tunnel then in sections?
Yes, it will.
Like an above ground tunnel, right?
Absolutely.
So you're looking to make the Bronx look good, and now it's going to sound good with the new music hall? Talk about that.
We have not opened a new music hall in the Bronx in 50 years. And the Bronx Music Hall opened this past weekend, was the premiere, and it is the home of the Bronx Music Heritage Center. It's 14,000 square feet of performance space, of outdoor performance area, 250-seat style theater. It is a site for future musicians, for just artists and everyone alike coming together in this space of culture, education, and art. The Bronx is a beautiful mosaic of cultural diversity. We're the home of hip-hop. We're the home of salsa, right? And so we want to make sure we recognize that. So I want to congratulate WEDCO. They have been working on this for a long time, and I was so excited to cut the ribbon with Devon Russell and Nancy Bieberman and elected officials, and Bobby Sanabria, our Grammy Award-winning, you know, just percussionist. So much history in the Bronx that we want to capture, and these are the stories that are not told in classrooms. So we want to say congratulations on the official opening of the Bronx Music Hall.
Yes. You're also putting your money where your mouth is. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, right? So what are you doing about an investment that you're making that's very important?
So we've been working with many of our hospital providers, and Montefiore Einstein came to us with a request last year for $800,000 $800,000 to purchase 2 mammography machines, and we were able to meet that by fulfilling that obligation of $800,000. And we're very excited because we know that there are so many people that are living with breast cancer, and we want to lift up our survivors. We want to remind them that
look at this big check.
there is nothing impossible. $800,000, real money for mammography. So I want to sign
we just signed that check.
Make it official to sign this, and we'll say $800,000 for Monsieur Einstein.
That's amazing. Look at that.
That's awesome.
What a
really
huge
good
contribution. That's really going to make a difference.
Yes, it will. It will. Save lives.
Yeah, this is huge. And what else is huge in the Bronx? The Bronx Bombers and Yankees heading to the World Series. Tell us how the borough is prepping for
we are
this.
so excited. The Bronx Bombers, I've been following it. We have so many excited fans. Think about the economy in the local community on River Avenue, 161st Street.
Yes.
We're excited. 27 World Series champions, New York Yankees, going for number 28. You can already go to the Yankee store and purchase some of your gear. I'm going today, and we're going to make sure. I want a T-shirt. I have a beautiful jacket, and it is just so exciting for baseball. It's exciting for basketball, for New York Liberty.
That's right.
Just amazing, and it just gives us such hope because we support sports as not just an entity, but also a generator of jobs, stimulating the economy. So good luck, New York Yankees. The Bronx is rooting for you. We're excited, and we want to say congratulations.
Let's do it.
Awesome.
Let's do it. Yeah, I mean, it is a huge revenue maker, too, for the city as well.
Yes,
so good
for
stuff.
businesses.
That is amazing, too, with the $800K.
Wonderful.
Bronx Borough President Vanessa Gibson, great to see you as always.
Thank you. Thank you.